YouTube, what is up? It's your boy T. Welcome back to another video. Today we are ranking WWE fighters upon tier list past, and then next video will be present. Hopefully you guys do enjoy this. On this call we have to start with Cryptic Deadly, one of my mods on Twitch, one of my best friends, another big WWE supporter, I guess you want to call it. Later on the call, Bummbaah comes in, another Twitch streamer, and then later on the call, Tom, who is one of my best friends in real life, and also a Twitch streamer, comes in. All their links will be in the description down below. If you like what we see, guys, make sure to smash a thumbs up, subscribe down below if you haven't already. And this is a long video. I was recorded live on Twitch, so if you do want to come along and watch these and influence our decisions at the next one and the next tier list and content that we do, head over to twitch.tv/TD9games to see it live. I'm gonna let you enjoy the rest of the video, guys. Anything you want you guys would change, let me know in the comment section down below. And maybe we'll do an updated one this time next year. Have a good one, guys. Let's go. So I did put them in, I don't know if this is we want to change so on there. I did put them and never quite made it. Mid card at best, solid, GOAT conversation, and then GOAT. I don't know if you want to change one of these categories.
No, that seems legit to me.
Right. First one, the Nature Boy Ric Flair. Actually, I might just mix these up a bit.
I am going to say solid.
I was going to go solid. I feel like he should be very close to the GOAT conversation because of everything he's done for the WWE. But in my opinion, he wasn't. He wasn't a person I turned on a TV on every morning when I was watching WWE highlights or whatever and go, oh, I can't wait to watch Ric Flair fight.
Yeah. I feel like when you waited for the, what was it, on Sky One, when you waited for the highlights of Raw and then SmackDown was on the Sunday.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ric Flair was never my go-to. Oh, I want to see Ric Flair. The only time I was interested in Ric Flair really was when he was a part of Evolution.
Yeah. I would agree with you. I would say Ric Flair's a solid fighter.
And then, even then, the main focus was Batista, Randy Orton, Triple H.
Yeah. For me, I said it yesterday, the fighters I would turn on the TV to watch and get excited by was like the likes of Eddie Guerrero, Rey Mysterio, John Cena, Stone Cold, The Rock, those guys. But I wouldn't switch it on and go, can't wait to watch Ric Flair in a Nature Boy fight. For me personally, it wasn't my cup of tea, if that makes sense.
The only way for me, and this could be another video idea for you, the only way Ric Flair makes it into GOAT conversation or GOAT status is factions.
I feel like as an individual, he should be like, when we're finished, we'll rank him in each category as well. He should be the like near top of solid and low conversation in GOAT. Like he should be pushing the GOAT conversation. But I feel like he's at the lower tier of the GOAT conversation, but he's also like the higher tier of the solid.
Yeah.
I feel like that's Ric Flair in a nutshell for me. Next up we got Hulk Hogan. Hulk Hogan. I want to say, for me, he was such an entertaining fight. No matter what he done outside the ring, right? Fuck that there. I feel like Hulk Hogan, when you talk about WWE, he should be a GOAT conversation fighter.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say he's one of the best like GOATs. I feel like that category would be very slim. But I feel like when you talk about WWE and you name like people's favorite fighters or like in that era, I feel like Hulk Hogan is one of the ones on the conversation to be the GOATs.
Definitely.
You agree? Or what do you think about Hulk Hogan?
He definitely was entertaining. Like, he always had the crowd going.
Yeah.
Like, got the adrenaline pumping when you heard his, I am a real, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, he used to, so definitely GOAT conversation leading up to GOAT.
Yeah. I feel like we'll have to rank him in case everyone in a GOAT conversation. Now we have the first female Deadly. And I put her, there's like 3 or 4 females in this here one. I put her on because I used to be obsessed with her when I was younger. She goes
Is
by.
that Trish Stratus?
It does. How did you know?
I can see the stream, bro.
I feel like back then when we used to start watching wrestling, there was a lot of like gimmick fighters or gimmick female fighters who were just there because of how they looked and all.
The swimsuit models, basically.
Yes. But I feel like the likes of Lita, China, Mickey James, Trish Stratus, possibly Tori Wilson, etc., were the actual fighters of that era. Maybe not
You
Tori
do
Wilson.
know what? No, I'm thinking more Mickey James, bro.
I did say Mickey James in the conversation. She is there.
Yeah.
She is here on this list. I had to put her on.
Yeah, but she was also one of the adult entertainers as well.
As well, but you would classify her as one of the best female fighters.
I class her as good, but not the best.
Yeah, I mean,
Right.
I think Lita and China and Trish Stratus carried that era of female wrestling.
Yeah.
For me, personally, that's how I thought. But Trish Stratus, I wouldn't say she's a goat. Possibly, if you were ranking just females, then she would push the goat conversation. But when you're comparing her to the likes of Ric Flair, Hulk Hogan, and all, who we just put on there now, I don't think she compares to what Hulk Hogan has done for the sport and how Hulk Hogan was and the fights that he has. I wouldn't say she's mud card at best. She might be just a solid, like along with Ric Flair, but obviously I possibly put Ric Flair above her. Like she was like a solid WWE fighter.
She was champion as well. One of the longest reigning.
One of the longest reigning, yeah. I did find that I like whenever I typed in her name in the Google and right like Trish Stratus WWE, like all the pictures were her with a belt.
Yeah.
I was like, fuck. Right. On to possibly one of my favorite WWE fighters ever. And it probably will stay, I guess, for a long, long time until someone comes out of the...
Goat.
Eddie Guerrero. I don't care. Eddie Guerrero. At the end of this tier list, if Eddie Guerrero isn't the top 2 or 3, then I've done something badly wrong. Eddie Guerrero is one of the greatest WWE fighters ever. If you never had the privilege of getting up in the morning and watching Eddie Guerrero fight, or stand up late at night to watch him fight, you must out, bro. Like, we can, like, for a different YouTube video, we can... Oh, bro. Bro, like, even when he teamed up with Chavo, yes, Chavo wasn't the best of fighters. But it was still entertaining to watch. Like, he was still putting on a show. And even when he teamed up with Ray, that tag team was unbelievable.
Mate, the best storyline was Eddie and Ray with Dominic.
But, bro, I thought that was weird. Like, Eddie fought Rey Mysterio for the custody of Dominic Mysterio when Dominic was younger. And I look at him.
Yeah, because they were saying that Eddie slept with his missus and it was his kid and so.
Did you Dominic came out in an interview? I don't know if it was recently or years ago, but I did see it when I was doing some research for this. And apparently Dominic was saying when he was in school, people were asking him who his dad was. Like, people were actually thinking that his dad was Eddie Guerrero. You never seen Eddie fight? Jake, you're gonna have to go back after us here and watch Eddie Guerrero's WWE highlights, bro. He was one of the most entertaining fighters ever to watch, bro. Like the frog splash. The frog splash.
You want to see a good match?
Watch what?
Eddie Guerrero versus Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania. I think it was either WrestleMania 20 or WrestleMania 21.
I mean, after this is over, we might sit and watch YouTube videos and show you guys our perspective. Whereas on, I don't know, I'm recording this for YouTube, you see, so maybe there will be clips playing. Like, see in the bottom here, there's this black square and recommended videos down here. I might throw some videos on so you guys can see it as well. I'll see when I get around to editing it. But when we finish this here, we might show you some, Jake. The greatest fighter, in my opinion, he's top 2, top 3 best WWE fighters in the world ever. That's my opinion. But we got an interesting one up next, Ellie.
Mick Foley, go. Go.
Okay, as Mankind, GOAT, right? As Mick Foley.
No, as in general, bro, Mick Foley is the guy behind Dude Love, Cactus Jack, and Mankind.
Yeah.
The guy is a goat.
I feel like it was like when I'll happily put him in GOAT conversation. because I used to love Mankind, but McFoy as McFoy wasn't the best. But McFoy as the characters, he killed it. He killed it.
But him himself still got chucked off the top of the cage, bro, by the Undertaker.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, but it's like, if you had to just
There's
rank
only a
McFoy,
few moments in WWE history that rival that spot.
if you had to rank McFoy along with the likes of back then when you had The Rock and Stone Cold and all, I wouldn't put them in that conversation. But if you had to rank like the characters that he's done, like I used to love Mankind along with them, bro, I'd happily put them in.
If we was ranking it as back in the day where we was kids and we were watching it, Mick Foley would be mid card at best.
I was going to say, I will say Frank solid. But yeah. But if you're ranking it, like, looking back now at everything he's ever done for the sport, and him, like, and all the characters that he done in general, I would say GOAT conversation. But I'm happy to put him in, like, the lower end of GOAT.
Yeah, man.
Right. I don't think I have to say anything for John Cena.
I don't like him.
You don't like John Cena, bro?
No.
John Cena is the ultimate babyface in US WWE since I started watching. The ultimate babyface, bro.
But I've never liked him, bro.
But did you have a thing for like the heels? You used to like the bad guys. You didn't used to like. I feel like John Cena. Shawn Michaels is in this somewhere. Let me just double check. What? Wait, no way, bro. I don't
Shawn
know.
Michaels is there. He's there, bro. He's next to Mickey James.
Oh yeah, Shawn Michaels is there. And who else did you say? Sting. I don't think I put Sting in this, you know, to be honest. He might have been one of my out. I don't remember typing Sting.
Sting wasn't WWE though.
Yeah, he was more WCF.
Sting comes in modern day, and he was WCW.
Or WCW, I thought it was, sir. Yeah. Well, WCF, WCW, yeah.
He was speaking of WWF then.
Yeah. The hell's going on there? John Cena at the bottom. Spicy says. John Cena for me, when you talk about WWE, you have to put him on the same level as like Hulk Hogan, etc. in the GOAT conversation. Whether or not he quite made the GOAT, like, I don't think he's ever made the impact that Eddie Guerrero now has. But John Cena has brought so much modern day people to WWE over everything he's ever done. Like the fact that what he's done for the WWE outside as well as inside can't go unnoticed. For me, I would put John Cena in a good conversation along with Hulk Hogan. That's me.
Put him high, solid bottom GOAT conversation.
Okay, so high, solid, bottom. So I will say we'll stay here for now, and then when we have to get back to ranking them, we might drop them down a bit. We'll see. At the end. Now, there's only a few fighters in this past one which I put on the present ones as well. And we got one of the first, well, John Cena's one as well. But Randy Orton, the Viper.
GOAT conversation.
100%. Would you put him at about... The man's still doing it, bro.
Yeah, still doing it.
He ruined Fast and Furious 9. Who's Cena? Spicy said John Cena ruined Fast and Furious 9. Modern day, he's a go-to. Cena or Orton?
See, I don't really think you should be talking like with the new day, like the new eras, about GOAT until they make it into the Hall of Fame.
But not everyone here is made into the Hall of Fame.
Most of them have. You'd be surprised.
Yeah, I mean, I say not all of them, but there's some of three in there where I put Eddie in there, and I felt like I would feel disrespected if I didn't rank Chavo as well, even though Chavo wasn't like Eddie's stature. So there's people that got there in it as well, and I put agents.
He just lived off his name.
What?
So,
oh, Chavo. Oh yeah. He did. Like I put age, so I had to put Christian, etc. You know what I mean? Because those eras, those were the people you'd see them with 24/7.
Right, tell me you haven't put Vicky Guerrero in this list.
Nope, I haven't. Randy Orton, RKO out of nowhere, modern day is a goat. I would say everything Orton's done and has longevity within WWE, Orton deserves to be in the GOAT, if not GOAT conversation. The man is still out here putting on fucking shows.
GOAT conversation, bro.
Above Hulk Hogan, above John Cena.
Definitely.
Above both of them.
Yeah.
We got Orton, Hulk, and Cena. Okay, I can somewhat agree with that. I probably change. Hogan's just Hogan, isn't he? I just got that love for Hulk Hogan. Right, next up, Chris Jericho.
Mid card.
Mid card. You know, someone came in my head tonight. I should have put on Chris Masters as well. I completely forgot about Chris Masters, but anyway.
Oh mate, he should have never quite made it.
Yeah, exactly. But the Master Lock is probably one of the most well-known WWE finishers ever.
Yeah, but it's Bobby Lashley's now, isn't it?
It is. Cena should be above Hulk Hogan. But like, Jake, you're saying that now from a perspective where you didn't really watch Hulk Hogan fight. You get up and you stay up and you watch John Cena fight for a couple of years. But I feel like the Hulk Hogan era that we all watched, along with Eddie and all that you didn't quite watch, that's what we're basing like Hulk Hogan off. So we have more like, I don't want to say more experience, but we've watched every fighter in this card. Some more than others because of favoritism. Chris Jericho, I want to say he was a solid fighter. He did give good fights, but again, he never quite made it to the stature of everyone else on this list. Like Chris Jericho never made it to the heights that Eddie, John Cena, Randy Orton ever made it. Did you see him nowadays, Deli? Oh my god. Man must have put on about 8-9 stone, bro. He's walking around. Fair play to him because all footballers know do it too. As soon as you retire from a sport or something, you kind of go, I don't want to stick this diet, I don't want to do this here, I don't want to take this here. You kind of let yourself go.
Yeah, and you part on the way.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened to Jericho. It's sad to see because I always known him as this fucking, like having this body, you know. And when I was googling picture yesterday to put on, I seen him and I was like, what the fuck? Well, fair play to him, like.
Yeah. Just because he concentrated on his music and his band now, really.
Yeah. You got a dip with Reyes top of goats for Spacey. Have a good stream, Jared. Hey, Spacey, appreciate it, baby. Appreciate it. My guy. Have a good day. Chris Jericho, I want to say he's low solid, but he's also a mid card at best. I don't want to disrespect him. He did never quite make it to the heights everyone else. Mid card at best. I'm going to leave him as the first fighter in mid card at best, and we might change it after then. Right, Delhi. The Red Monster, Kane. There's one correct answer here, but I will accept a second correct answer if that makes sense. It's gotta be. For me, Kane is one of the greatest to ever do it. He should be in the conversation, if not in the one of the greatest to ever do it.
Yeah.
For me.
Oh, that's what I was struggling between GOAT and GOAT conversation.
You see, for me, like, the bro, I feel like without Undertaker, Kane would never made it to the heights that he did.
Nah. But vice versa too.
Exactly, I was gonna say it, yeah. When we get to Undertaker, I'll say it too. I think he deserves to be in good conversation. Is he above Eddie? No. Is he above Mick Foley? Nah. Randy Orton, Hulk Hogan, John Cena. I feel like it goes Randy, Kane, Hulk Hogan, Cena. I feel like I'm disrespecting Hulk Hogan right now though. Orton, Kane, Hulk Hogan, Cena in that order. Orton, Kane, Hulk, Cena. The order just feels wrong in my head whenever I say it out loud. I feel like he's in a good conversation. For me, it could be like his high tier good conversation, low good. But we will come back to that. We got Mr. Andre the Giant. Did I put Stone Cold in this? I didn't remember. I didn't remember. I couldn't say it for time. Andre the Giant. I feel like he's a solid fighter. I feel like Andre had his peak before I started watching WWE though. Or he was just like at the end of his peak.
Andre the Giant.
You what?
Andre the Giant.
Yeah.
See, the only thing that he was right for was the fact that he was big.
Exactly, yeah.
So I don't even rate him as a GOAT.
I said solid.
I don't rate him in GOAT conversation.
Yeah. But then when we put him as solid, are we saying that he's better than Chris Jericho?
Nope, boy, not a chance.
That's what I'm thinking too. So should we put Chris Jericho to solid, or should we put Andre the Giant in mid card at best?
Mid card at best. Actually, I'd probably even go as far as saying never quite made it. Yo, little man.
Yo, how you doing?
Yeah, baby.
Hello.
Sound like you just woke up, bro.
I've been at work all day.
I see.
Can you see
Just
my
was tired.
Can you see my tier list, baby?
I'll get it up now,
Okay.
and I'll get the tier list up too.
Just if you get up a stream, everything's on the stream anyway.
Yeah.
Right, Tom. Here's what we questioned now. Andre the Giant.
Ooh.
Talk this. What do you think? Tom is also joined the conversation, by the way. Let's go.
Yeah, give me a sec.
Okay. You'll see where we have
I'll go
everyone.
through your fucking ads first.
Oh yeah, that's right.
It's a hard life, isn't it? So I'm sat here playing the new Lego Star Wars game as well, so it's very interesting.
Deadly something playing some WWE as well while we're ranking it.
Yeah. This is what I'm like, what did you say? We're just filming a bit YouTube video here and like Deadly's taking the piss to answer questions.
That's alright, I can handle. So this is what we got so far, Tom. So we got Eddie and McFoley and Goats. We got Randy, Kane, Hulk Hogan, and John Cena and the GOAT conversation. We got Rick Foley and Trish Stratus and Solid. Chris Jericho and Andre the Giant and mid card at best. But Daddy's trying to argue that Andre the Giant never quite made it to the heights that everyone else on this list quite did.
He weren't around long enough, really, was he?
That's it. When we started watching WWE, I feel like he was sort of like past his prime.
Bro, when we started, he wasn't there.
Yeah, no, he'd retired and or most likely passed. I think he's passed away young as well.
We're talking WrestleMania 1, 2, and 3. I think he was at.
Yeah, WrestleMania 3 was the infamous one because they bullshitted about the number of live attendance. They said it was 90-odd thousand, but then they actually came out and said, "Nah, that weren't the real number."
But do you know what I forgot to do, boys? I forgot to tweet it. I was live. Give me 2 seconds.
I'd put him as solid, like because at WrestleMania 3 he got body slammed by Hulk Hogan. Right, that was the first time he got body slammed. Was against Hulk Hogan at Mania 3.
Where it comes to is we've put Chris Jericho in the mid card. So is he really better than?
I tried to argue it's a solid, but then it's like he never quite made it to what the heights are like Cena, Hulk Hogan, and all, who's a level above him, Ric Flair and all.
You haven't seen anything what he's doing in AEW, bro.
Yeah, but we're not kind of going off AEW either. We're kind of going
off. No, he was.
But I was just saying, he's put on a major. He did not back to 8. Ah, shit, sauce nuts. We can. No, as we do, this is the past one. I do have another one created for current. So once we finish past ones, I'm gonna grab a quick snack from the fridge, a drink, and we get straight onto the present fighters. Then so you're more welcome to jump on a call and do some present ranking. Did you see how much weight Chris Jericho's put on now, though, Tom?
Aye, but he can still move like he
Yeah,
was.
yeah.
It's part of his old age, man. That's the thing.
We're
He's an
just
old bloke now.
we're
He's
just
in his
chatting about it.
50s.
Yeah. So where would you put? Is there anything you would change in this list so far, Tom?
I would move Chris Jericho personally, but then I love what Chris Jericho's doing currently.
So here's the thing: we could use Chris Jericho to mud card at best and put Andre the Giant, or move Chris Jericho to solid and Andre the Giant to mud card at best.
Low solid.
Yeah,
Solid.
yeah.
Oh,
That's what I would do.
What? Andre the Giant mud card or never quite made it?
We'll go mid card because
Okay.
yeah, we'll put a mid card.
Okay, Tom, you can start the conversation with this one. The Rock. Where would you rank The Rock? He's next on
Oh, you
us.
don't have a category for the most electrifying man.
We don't, unfortunately. I should have made that. Damn.
Yeah.
I would say, for me, he is up there with the likes of Eddie Guerrero.
Oh yeah, no. The Rock is a goat.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay. Is he a bigger goat than
I'm not
Mick Foley?
Because him and Mick Foley worked so hard together, and they worked really well. So I'd put him at an equal point, really.
I was saying the daily Mick Foley. If you just rank him Mick Foley, like at the time, like when the Stone Cold and the Rock was about, he would have been solid for me. But his characters, like Mankind and all, that pushed him to GOAT status.
Yeah, I agree. If it weren't for like Mankind and stuff.
Yeah. I feel like Mick Foley deserves to be in there for everything he's done. Right. We put Eddie in, so I felt
Have a nice day.
I felt disrespectful not putting Chavo in. We briefly touched on Chavo.
Chavo was not as good a wrestler as Eddie. I don't care what anyone says. Eddie Guerrero is the GOAT.
We said this as well. We said that Chavo lived off Eddie Guerrero and lived off the Guerrero name.
He is a good wrestler, but he was living off of Eddie's name.
We need to put somebody in this never quite made it.
And I
this
think
perfect candidate.
I think Chavo was the perfect candidate right now. Because he never quite made it to the heights that Eddie and all made it to. But or the likes of The Rock and all, but he lived off Eddie's name and Eddie's success as being a tag team partner.
See, yeah, that's why I put him at mid card at best.
Mud card at best. Would you say that he never quite made it, Tom, or do you say mud card?
He never made it like big. The only reason people knew him was because of his name.
Exactly.
So
So you
that
can
was
live
it,
it.
just because it was Eddie Guerrero.
Yeah. Next up, we got probably the greatest of all time, Triple H.
GOAT.
There's no doubt about it. Triple H is GOAT. But the thing
I
is,
fucked the boss's daughter, bro, and got the company. Say no more.
hey, he did. He knew what he was doing. He's a smart man.
Oh, I'm not doubting that.
Right.
He's a clever
So
guy.
now we gotta. Where does Triple H go in the GOAT category? Does he go with The Rock, Mick Foley, and Eddie? I feel like Eddie stays at number one for me.
Hey,
Eddie
no,
has to stay number one.
Who's number one?
Eddie.
Eddie.
Oh, yeah, okay, that's fine. But then, is Triple H better than Mick Foley and The Rock?
No.
You think it goes
In
Mick,
my
Eddie,
opinion, no.
Eddie, Mick, The Rock, Triple H?
He
Yeah.
did retire, Nick, though. Don't forget.
He did, but then again, Triple H is retiring now too.
Yeah, but that's not.
Yeah.
Good. Like let's like all mad recovery from him. All the best to him from now on. But it weren't his own doing that he's retired.
Yeah. I feel like that list looks pretty solid to me so far.
$1 million man.
The $1 million man's next.
Mid card.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, we agree. I feel like in WWE, he never made it. Whereas outside WWE, he might have been a lot bigger star than what he was when he came.
Oh shit.
That's my opinion.
I'm gonna put the
I feel-
passages on top of that first.
I feel like we all just kind of went, yeah, mad card best.
Yeah, just because the pass sheets won't cook otherwise.
The rated R superstar. Age.
Edge. Go.
I would say good conversation.
Go.
You're saying
Go.
GOAT.
Well, he's still
Go.
going. Technically, so he's still...
Wait, do you think Edge is better than Randy, Kane, Hulk Hogan, and John Cena?
Yeah.
You do, Tom?
Randy's
Yeah.
still going.
Like Randy's longevity is madness, bro.
Edge is longer than
I
Randy.
genuinely wasn't-
Edge is still going as well.
Edge has been going a lot longer than Randy Orton.
You want to put him? I'll be happy to put him low tier GOAT because I think he's had deserves to be in a good conversation. But then you're saying then that Edge, Kane, Hulk Hogan, and John Cena is better than Edge. Or sorry,
Edge just had a
you're saying Edge.
extended vacation.
You're saying Edge is better than all them, sir.
Just cheese that up.
We got
Cheese on it and put it in the oven.
Roddy Piper.
Oh
Roddy
mate,
Roddy
never
Piper.
quite made it. I hated this guy with a passion.
You hated him with a passion.
So I didn't hate him. I still don't think he made it though.
So are we saying he never quite made it, or is he like mad car the best?
I'm gonna put him as never quite made it personally.
Better than Travel? Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
better than Travel.
I don't know why I questioned that for a second. Okay, we got Mr. Kurt Angle.
Oh.
I feel like he deserves to be good conversation. But then again, is he better than Ric Flair and Chris Jericho?
He's an Olympian. He's the only Olympic world champion they've had.
Just wait until Gable Stevenson comes under the WWE.
I can't wait for that, honestly.
Telling you. I was excited when he made his WrestleMania 30th, like I say, it debut sorta. I guess Chad Gable. I wouldn't call it a debut.
I was honestly apprehensive about Mania 38.
It was good. It was good.
I absolutely loved it. I'm not gonna lie.
The best fight for me on the Saturday, was it, or Friday, the first day, was the Logan Paul fight, and the best fight in the day two was the Pat McAfee fight. Because Stone Cold not came in too.
Now, if Stone Cold didn't have a match, I would have given match of the night for night one on to Logan Paul.
Oh yeah, Stone Cold and Kevin
like
Owens.
I do not like Logan Paul,
You
but
You gotta
the guy
respect
can go
them.
in a ring.
You gotta
Yeah,
respect
guy can
us,
wrestle.
yeah.
Like, you can't deny that he can wrestle, which
Yeah.
is good. considering
Pat
the limit
McAfee
in,
stole the whole show.
Oh, he did, bro.
Again, no, but yes, he did. But Randy Orton and RK Bro, the tag team match was just incredible.
To be honest, the tag team match was good. Did you see the tag team match on Raw on Friday night?
Yeah.
For the SmackDown tags.
Or yeah, the Usos came on.
No, he was on Monday on Raw, Monday night on Raw.
No, on Friday, or was it Monday Night Raw?
Yeah, it's Monday. Raw's Monday, Friday SmackDown.
What day is today?
Wednesday.
Uh,
I'm
oh,
sure
oh,
it's NXT today.
I would have been Monday, yeah. What did I think it was the weekend?
NXT is on Tuesdays now.
It's
Today
AEW.
is
Oh, is it
AEW
Tuesday?
Dynamite.
Yep. You fell asleep in Logan Paul's fight, Jake. You must have best fight on that.
Oh, it was a great fight. Though.
Kurt Angle, back to the tier list. I want to say that he's a good conversation, but do you think he is better than Ric Flair and Chris Jericho? They put in that conversation, or do we go solid?
I'd say solid. I wouldn't big him, but I would say solid.
Better than Ric Flair?
Yeah.
No, because
No.
they're two completely different generations.
Better than Chris Jericho or Trish Stratus?
Yeah.
Trish Stratus, but that's just down to the fact that the women's division was just so poorly dealt with.
Wait, we were just saying that earlier. Like when we grew up watching wrestling, it was all like models type fighters just to get eyes on, and
It
then
weren't even that. It was women taking their tops off and shit,
Yeah.
like having bikini matches and bra and panties matches. It came up on my TikTok the other day. A match going between Lita and Trish Stratus for a bikini match. And you lose when it's a bra and panties, and you lose when you've been stripped.
I feel like the female WWE wrestling was carried that era by like Chyna, Lita, Trish Stratus, Mickey James, etc. Those names.
Yeah. 100%.
And we got one of them
They
up
carried
next.
the torch.
We got China up next.
Ooh.
And it's because I don't know where to put her in there because we put Trish Stratus in solid because of everything she's done for WWE.
Don't get me wrong, Trish Stratus, China's done a lot for WWE, but she lived on the coattails of DX in the company. I mean, she's the first female intercontinental champion. She won the IC title. Can't take that away from her. Whatever you do, but I do feel that. I mean, she did. It was great watching her with D-Generation X. I enjoyed that very much, but yeah, I still feel it was a bit on the coattails sort of job.
Because we only have one or female ranked at the minute, we gotta compare her against where we put her status. We can't compare her against the men that we put because that's not fair. Because it's two different fucking like the depth within male fighters that era versus female fighters is a lot better.
Yeah.
Like I feel like the female fighters now, when we get to the present one, boys, half the list is female fighters.
Yeah, but the thing is though, back in the day, it was the women were just unfortunately viewed as objects.
Exactly. So Trish Stratus we put on solid. Now we gotta be, is China better than Trish Stratus? I'm gonna say no because I used to fucking have the biggest crush on Trish Stratus ever.
Yeah, but that, again, unfortunately, China passed away again young.
Yeah, I would still put her in solid probably, but just at a lower rank than what Trish is at.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Which is just clear. Okay, we got a guy who's promised. He still comes around every now and then. I think he is retired now, but Goldberg.
See, here's the thing. Goldberg was good. Don't get me wrong. But he couldn't last longer. He couldn't do a long match. If he did a long match, he bottled it. That's just down to his fitness. He wasn't much of a wrestler either. He was a bit more of a brawler. Don't get me wrong. A Goldberg match is great. I do love him. Because he spear, jackhammer, done. But yeah, I feel like I might be being harsh on him, but I'd put him as solid. I wouldn't say he's a GOAT. I wouldn't even put him in a GOAT conversation personally, but he did have that unbeaten streak, so that's probably the only thing I'd say is like, even for me, considering putting him towards GOAT. GOAT conversation.
Okay, so you want him in solid, Tom?
I'd put him as solid. Yeah, what's Deadly thinking?
Yeah, I'd agree. Solid.
So you've got Ric Flair, Kurt Angle, and Chris Jericho in solid. Where does Goldberg rank among the Nature Boy, Kurt Angle, and Chris Jericho? Is he better than Ric Flair? No, I don't think so.
Ric Flair was a hell of a wrestler.
I was tempted to put Ric Flair in GOAT conversation. We have him at the high end of solid, and come the end of it, we might put him to the low end of GOAT conversation because it's Ric Flair at the end of the day. Kurt Angle and Chris Jericho then. I feel like Chris Jericho and Kurt Angle was better than Goldberg.
Yeah.
But then again, I feel like I'm disrespecting the fucking. I feel like I'm disrespecting Goldberg putting him that low down. But then again, the list isn't finished, so he might not be that low down when we're finished.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but we gotta think here, the only reason why Goldberg is still about now is because he begged WWE to give him one last title run to show his little boy what he was all about back in the day.
Yeah.
Then I see who's up next.
Oh mate,
Goldust.
for fuck's sake.
Goldust mid-card, and that's just down to poor booking from WWE.
Yeah.
You wanna say mud card?
Yeah, but it's not his own.
Goldust had the potential to be.
That's why. This is why I put him on. That's why I put the never quite made it. Because I feel like he's the #1 candidate for the never quite made it category. Because he had so much potential. I just
in WWE, yeah. No,
but that I never worked out.
Yeah, again, if you look at what he's doing over in AEW,
Exactly.
he's having incredible matches. He's being booked properly. Well, there's no creative, so they get to do it all himself. It's all him. Like they all get creative control and stuff. Like all in all, I think AEW is the better brand.
I feel like this is the only reason I put the Never Quite Made a category in, because I feel like Goldberg was my number one candidate for. I used to like him. I never liked them at the same time. It's like I liked them. I just kind of hope they would have pushed them a lot more, but they didn't. But next up we got a legend, Mr. Jake the Snake Roberts.
I'd say solid, but then
Yeah.
I see what he's doing in AEW, and I'm just like he's lost a bit.
Then again, look how old he was when he was in WWE. Never mind how old he is now. Like so, but I feel like he is in the solid conversation. I feel like he's above the $1 Million Man, Andre the Giant. Yes, I don't think he's Goldberg's level.
No, not yet.
I don't think he'll ever be though. Right, this one's interesting. I put Chavo in because I put Eddie in. I put Age in, so I felt like I had to put Christian in. So we got Christian up next.
I'd put him as a GOAT.
You put oh, okay. Continue.
Like he's incredible, but it was the whole dynamic of Edge and Christian that made him, and I think he was a great wrestler on his own. Anyways, don't get me wrong, he had a really good singles run with WWE, but he was already established by that point. He wasn't established as a singles performer. So, yeah.
Deli, Christian, what do you think?
Yeah, he was an okay performer. Like little man said, like, but without Edge, he would have been nothing.
It's the same as Chavo, I think. I feel like it's the same scenario as Chavo. Without his tag team partner, he would have been nothing. He loved off the tag team. That's what he loved off.
But then, like, you see Christian working as a single star now, and he's incredible. Like, he's doing really well. I love watching him work. I actually get excited for his matches because you just know he's going to do something stupid.
But then, if you put up a GOAT conversation, you're putting Christian above Ric Flair, Chris Jericho, Kurt Angle, Goldberg. I don't think he's that level. For me, he's lower solid, high mid card at best. For me.
Yeah.
And that's only because no way do you have a tag team like Eddie, Chavo, Edge, Christian. You prefer one over the other. Yeah. I preferred Edge over Christian all day. I felt
I think everyone did.
Edge carried that tag team. But it's like, I never really looked at Christian as I'm always like, oh, he's just getting carried through the WWE right now sort of thing.
Well, I mean, between Edge, Christian, the Dudleys, and the Hardy Boys, like, they all just carried the tag team division, to be fair.
Yeah, but it's like, where do you put Christian now?
Mid card.
I was thinking high mid card at best, low solid. But yeah, I would put him above Andre the Giant, yes.
Harsh there.
Harsh. If I had to rank the tag team of Edge and Christian, they'd be good conversation. But Christian as a singles,
yeah.
There's only one team that I put on by themselves, one tag, and I felt like I had to put them on. You'll see when we get this. Next up, we have Ultimate Warrior.
I can see him. Ultimate Warrior.
I get the drink. Yeah, GOAT.
Yeah.
Explain, Tom. Explain.
Mate, the guy's just class.
We need a reason. Why do you think he's a good category?
He honestly gave everything. I loved his entrance, and
I think everyone did, to be fair.
It was probably one of my favourite entrances ever, and the way he was able to work the crowd as well just really helped him out.
If you're putting them in GOAT conversation, Tom, we have 5 fighters in GOAT conversation at the moment. We have Eddie Guerrero, Mick Foley, The Rock, Triple H, and Edge.
No, that's GOAT. That's not GOAT conversation.
Oh, sorry, GOAT conversation. You put him on.
Yeah.
Randy, Kane, Hulk Hogan, John Cena. Where does he rank among them?
I'd put him between Jericho and Goldberg.
Wait, and solid.
No, sorry. Between Kane and Cena. Between Kane and Hogan.
Between Kane and Hogan, right here.
Yeah.
Jeez, Deli's good. Last I looked over, Deli was. Oh wait, sorry, my
Seems
bad.
like a good plan.
Between Kane and Hogan.
Yeah.
I was muted. I don't know how.
Lita, GOAT conversation.
I was about to say, I feel like Lita is the only female I will consider off this list in a GOAT conversation.
Yeah, 100%.
I will put her just down here. I feel like I feel bad ranking like Lita against the likes of Kane, Orton, Ultimate Warrior now.
Yeah.
But we'll see. No. Hear me out on this one, right? Bret the Hitman Hart. GOAT.
Yeah.
If I had to name 3 of my favourite WWE fighters growing up, Eddie and Bret were 2 of them. I feel like Bret deserves to be in GOAT, if not high GOAT conversation.
Yeah.
I don't know what you guys think. For me, that's where I would put him. Deadly, Bret the Hitman Hart.
Yeah, high GOAT conversation. GOAT.
Tom?
His match with Shawn Michaels was iconic.
What, the screw job one?
Yeah.
Where would you put him, Tom?
Yeah. I'd go conversation probably. I'll go back on myself a bit there. Yeah.
Where did you say it was?
I said it's GOAT, but
Yeah, I said GOAT as well. I'm sorry, you get outnumbered here, Danny. The first thing I said when I came up was GOAT. This is an interesting watch. Jake, I like changing content up all the time instead of just sitting playing games. We're just gonna bring down a lot of different content. So like we got this past one, then we're gonna take like a 5-minute break so Deadly can have a smoke, whatever. I'm gonna grab a snack and then we'll go on then for present WWE fighters. And that's a stack list, boys. That's a stack list.
Fucking reverse.
That is button bashing right now to get out a pinfall or submission. I just know. Right, we got the Macho Man up next.
Oh yeah.
oh yeah.
Where would you put the Macho Man? This list
GOAT
is fun.
conversation.
Yes,
Yeah.
I would agree. But where is the question now? Randy, Kane, Ultimate Warrior, Hulk, Cena, and Lita.
I'd say between Hogan and Cena.
Between Hulk and Cena?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
agree with that.
You know, I can see that. I can see that. Tom, talk to me about Mickey
Yeah.
James.
Oh, don't get me started.
Deli, are you
You're so fun.
Deli on
You're
the
so fun, you blow my mind. Hey, Mickey.
on the present ones I put Liv Morgan and I was alright. I'm going to get Deli to start with us here.
Don't, because I would do things to that woman. My God,
Trust me.
Okay, we'll get
When she
the.
came out on Raw in that fucking leather piece and the whip, I was like,
No,
oh, yeah,
it's whenever she it's there whenever she won by pinfall last week and she rolled in the ring and laid against the fucking the barrier outside the ring and I was like, oh my god.
Oh, she
Right.
does things, man.
Okay,
She does
back
things.
to past fighters. We'll get on to all them later on. Mickey James.
Solid.
Yeah, solid.
That's exactly
That's
where
what
I was
I thought.
thinking as well. Trish Stratus and China is in solid at the minute. Would you put Mickey James above Trish and China? Or nah?
Oh, that's a good shout, you know.
I would put Mickey James between Trish and Jake Snake.
And here?
Yeah.
The Trish, Mickey James, Jake the Snake, and then China. That's fair to me. Okay, Shawn Michaels.
Go.
Thank you. Okay, if any said anything other than GOAT, we were going to have a massive argument there now. But Shawn Michaels, D-Generation X, everything about Shawn Michaels, HB, the Heartbreak Kid, the GOAT. But now we got to choose whereabouts in GOAT. I feel like we didn't even choose for Brett. I just stuck Brett at the end of the GOAT conversation. But I feel like that's the right place for Brett, to be honest. Eddie, McFoy, The Rock, Triple H, Edge, Bret the Man Hart. Shawn Michaels, where does he go? For me, I would put him between Triple H and Edge. So he'd be fifth best.
Yeah.
I'm here. That's where I would put Shawn Michaels. But I don't know what you guys think. That's where I would put him.
No, I'm happy with that.
Dele, Shawn Michaels.
Yeah, that seems alright. He's in the rightful place, not next to his partner.
Oh, yeah, I felt like I had to put him right next to Triple H, you know.
But, I reckon he should go the other side.
The side here.
Yeah. Not quite as great as The Rock, but I reckon he was better than Triple H.
Here's a question for you, dads. Out of Triple H and Shawn Michaels tag team, who was the best?
Shawn Michael.
Interesting.
What would you rather see, the pedigree or
Switch and music all day. I remember when I done it to Ric Flair. He was the last one on the ring with Ric Flair, wasn't he? And he was in a turnbuckle and he looked over at Rick and went, "I'm sorry." I just had him with a fucking switch and music and pinfalled him. And then he lay on him, started crying.
Honestly, fucking don't. That was so.
That was, bro. But it's like at the same time, that was two legends that you seen. Right, this is a controversial one at best. Chris Benoit.
Oh.
I used to like him until he killed people and he killed himself. Chris Benoit for me as a WWE wrestler is all we're ranking him on. Just his ability at WWE. That's
it. At best, mid card at best.
Yeah, because if he didn't do what he did,
and he was still going for a few more years, I would put him in good conversation. But considering that he kind of cut his career short,
kind of.
He did.
Kinda.
Jake's all with what? Jake, if you haven't watched the documentary on Chris Benoit, go watch it. He was a WWE fighter, and he killed his family and then committed suicide and killed himself.
Like, obviously, like there is a story behind that.
There's a whole story behind it. Like that's just me summarizing what he done.
Yeah, like.
But there's a documentary on it. I would suggest go watch it. It's good to know. I would say. He was, for me,
on a strictly wrestling basis.
Yeah, I feel bad. I feel bad putting him and never quite made it.
Yeah.
Because I used to like Chris Benoit.
On a strict, purely wrestling ability basis.
Mid card at best.
He's up there in the proper, like, guys, GOAT conversation.
If he was still here for a few more years, he would be up with the likes of Chris Jericho and Kurt Angle, no?
Yeah.
But because he wasn't, I feel like we gotta put him down, and then we put him down to mid card at best.
Yeah, I feel bad discussing this one.
I feel like
purely because of
everything he done. This is the first one, Bummbaah. This is the first one. Chris Benoit, I want to put him.
Put him in the bin. Put him in the bin. Put him in the bin.
Himself, didn't he?
Lower solid, Tom.
Huh?
The low end of solid.
Yeah, I think that's probably best.
Yeah, Hey, no worries, Bummbaah.
It's an awkward one.
It does.
It's
I
properly-
put him on because I wanted to talk about him because I used to love Chris Benoit as a WWE wrestler. And then I was
And
like, and then
as I
everything
said,
just happened.
in-ring ability is immense.
Also, in-ring ability was, I used to love him, bro. Right. Rey Mysterio's up next.
Again, still going.
I want to say Ghost, bro.
Oh yeah, no, 100%. He did so much, little people. Well, not little people because he weren't a dwarf. It was just it was like a foot taller than a dwarf. But
And then, but do you, if you put him in good conversation, whereabouts do you put him?
so
Wait. I just
I
seen
mean,
this.
he's the only luchador going to be in there, isn't he?
Exactly. Yes, Bummbaah?
You've got Edge in GOAT,
Yes.
but Randy Orton and John Cena in GOAT conversation.
Hold up. We spoke about it all. At the end, I'm going to give everyone one chance to move someone.
Okay.
At the end, but yeah, we did talk about everything. There's reasons behind everything, but yeah.
Okay.
I will explain it once we finish, just to let you know. Rey Mysterio, GOAT. But then where in GOAT?
Definitely above Edge.
Yes, but I feel bad putting Brett there, bro. Oh my god. Did we put Rey Mysterio above Edge? Was Rey better than Triple H?
No.
No.
I feel
But
bad
then it's a
putting...
completely different style of wrestling.
Exactly.
Rey's a luchador.
But I feel bad putting Brett at the very bottom of GOAT, bro. I feel like he deserves more respect. But then again, he's up against, look at this here list, like fucking hell. I'm actually quite happy with something putting Rey there, to be honest.
Yeah.
We got the Hardy Boys. Bummbaah, your first input. The Hardy Boys, what do we think?
Solid for me.
Oh, okay. The only reason I put the Hardy Boys together, even though it's split like Age and Christian and Triple H and Shawn Michaels up, I feel like as the tag team together, they were like the best.
Yeah.
Like they are
Yeah.
what the Usos are now, per se.
I'll tell you
I
what, though,
wouldn't put them in GOAT.
I loved their feud where they had the feud together. That
Yeah,
was great.
that was brilliant. I feel like the good conversation for Hardy Boys for me.
If you're talking about him as a tag team, you have
Yeah,
to put him GOAT, I think.
As a tag team.
Individually, nah.
As
One-
a tag team, because they're one of the many people, one of the six who, two of the six who made the TLC match. Like, just for that alone, that's at least GOAT conversation, and then what they actually did, especially Jeff. It has to be up there.
Alright, Tom, here's a question for you. Who was your favourite, Matt or Jeff?
Jeff.
I think Jeff's everyone's favourite. If we put them in good conversation, we are putting them as a tag, not as individuals. They're the only tag team I put on. I don't want to separate them. I felt bad separating them.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
But then are you putting them above Lita?
Yeah, for sure.
Above
Well,
John
even
Cena?
With Lita, they were Team Extreme as well, so yeah.
Keep them together. Keep John Cena as a... Yeah, okay. Right. Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Ooh.
Don't say oh, there's one answer.
I know
There's
where
one
he goes with
answer. He's goat. He's goat no matter what.
See what other people are thinking on this one, because I know where I stand.
You put Stone Cold between Eddie and Mick Foley.
Oh, I was gonna say between Mick Foley and The Rock. That's where I would put Stone Cold.
Like, just the fact he's, however old, is 57, I think he is now,
And he's
and
still
he
here.
can still go bell for bell at WrestleMania 38.
But then
For
again,
me,
Mick Foley.
he's above Eddie.
He's above Eddie.
For me.
I can't.
No?
Eddie is the greatest WWE wrestler ever.
Do you think?
In my opinion, yeah.
Do you think if he's still alive, you say that?
Yes.
I just loved all the shenanigans in his matches, and they were
Yeah.
great.
Like he was like when I grew up, I got up in the morning and switched on TV. I slap a chair and then throw it away and pretend someone else had him. I used to love that.
Or
And
throw the belt at someone and just lie down like he got hit.
the referee would turn around and be, what the fuck?
What did you do that for?
Because when I was growing up watching it, obviously I was a kid, and when I switched it on, like that there shit was funny to me, and I used to love it. But Eddie, for me, will always remain on the top 2 or 3 wrestlers for me. Ever.
Yeah.
Who would you say, Bummbaah, if someone had to say to you, who's your top 2 WWE wrestlers, who would you say?
Stone Cold and The Rock.
Ooh.
They're my top 2. I think they're top 2 ever.
They had great. I just loved watching The Rock oversell.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
just hilarious.
Them two together, like their rivalry together as well.
Yeah, it's probably
Oh,
one of the
definitely
best.
up there. It's one of the best going. Yeah.
I think one of the best is Stone Cold and Vince McMahon's. The longevity of that rivalry is insane.
The fact it still went on to WrestleMania 30.
For 8, exactly, that shows. Right, 2 left, and then I'm going to ask you one question at the very end then. Big Show. Ooh, I was going to say solid. I was going to say Big Show along with the likes of Kurt Angle and Chris Jericho for me. That's where I would say.
I mean, I'd argue.
Again, no,
I'd
it was
argue
just
that
another.
I know where Andre the Giant is only there for his size sort of thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's a WWE poster boy of what they want. Like, he's everything that Vince McMahon wants from a wrestler still today. When, quite frankly, it's just not realistic of him.
Yeah. Like, today's version of Andre the Giant and Big Show is Omos. He is today's version of them.
He's about 8 foot, isn't he?
Tom,
Yeah,
what is he?
Stupid.
Oh, I thought Tom would know.
No, so I'm not a big Omos fan personally. I'm not even enjoying his feud with Bobby Lashley. The only thing I like with Bobby Lashley at the moment is just come away from.
Oh my god, he's 7'3".
Yeah, he's massive.
Jesus fucking Christ, bro. Right, back to Big Show, sorry. Big Show, where was we? I would put him in solid.
For me, it's between solid and mid card. Don't know.
Yeah, I was thinking mid card solids.
If you put him in mid card, is he better than Christian, Andre the Giant, and the $1 Million Man? Yes.
Yeah, he's top mid card or bottom solid.
Is he better than Chris Benoit? Is he better than Chris Benoit? Fuck. You see, I feel bad talking about it. I want to rank Chris Benoit on his WWE ability.
Nah, yeah, but it's tough, innit?
It's tough.
You've got to forget about what he did to do
Like, that's why this category down here never quite made it. Like, they had the potential, it just never lived up. I feel like that would... Chris Benoit had the potential, didn't live up to it.
No, he did live up to his potential.
A little bit. A little bit, I think.
He just ruined it at the end.
Well,
he
yeah.
completely wrecked it.
That's
Yeah.
it.
Right, I left probably one of the best they last, The Undertaker.
Goat, top of goat. He's better than Guerrero. For me.
I would put Undertaker as number
Undertaker's
3.
the goat.
I would put Undertaker as number 3. I would go Eddie, Stone
No,
Cold.
number 1.
Number 1?
Number 1.
Tom says number 1. Bummbaah?
I mean, I know what they're saying. I wouldn't put him over Stone Cold, but
I wouldn't put him over Stone Cold either. I'll throw us to the chat. Guys, who's a better wrestler, Undertaker or Stone Cold Steve Austin?
for longevity though, like
Longevity. Well,
you got to put him in there. He done it for like I don't even know, silly like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
And he has Stone. If you're comparing him to Stone Cold
never
still
broke
done it.
character.
Yeah, but Stone Cold.
Yeah, but he's only done
20-year
one match.
break.
Undertaker and number 1. Jake says Undertaker over Stone Cold as well. What about Undertaker, Eddie, Stone Cold? Top 3?
For me, yeah.
Right, right. Tom and Deli, you are allowed to talk this time. I'll go for the question to you. Bummbaah, I'm allowing you to move one person up or down a category. One person, you're allowed. One person. I'm going to ask Deli and Thomas the same question. You're allowed to use one person up and down to whatever you want. Undertaker, oh yeah, Undertaker's WrestleMania streak. I guess that's like, yeah, I forgot about that.
It can only be category, yeah.
Yeah, any category you can move him to.
Move Randy Orton up.
Fair enough. Where would you put him?
above Edge.
Between Rage and Ray?
I'd put him above Ray for me. But
Above Triple H or
It's just
Shawn
his
Michaels?
stupid shenanigans in the ring. I love it.
not above Triple H.
Okay, we'll keep him there. Before I do ask Deli and Tom a question, MC in the chat, first time chatter, he says, who do you think is the best WWE star? For me, Eddie Guerrero.
Currently,
Oh yeah, current. I'll give you a past and a present. How about this? My past, Eddie Guerrero. My present best WWE star, Roman Reigns.
gotta be.
Gotta be Roman.
Oh,
Boys, best past and
I
present
love
WWE
Roman,
star.
don't get me wrong. Who's
The-
going
the-
first?
I said mine. I went Eddie and Roman.
Interesting.
Is Brock Lesnar? Because Brock Lesnar's left,
Oh.
hasn't he?
Yeah, he retired after 38. Well, he said he
Yeah,
retired,
he-
but I
he-
don't know.
No, he left because Vince McMahon fucking screwed him
Yeah.
again. If you see what happened after, he found out he was losing that match like a day before and did everything he could to try and change that because he was supposed to win.
Yeah, they changed it last minute. See, for me, Brock's my favourite now.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
can see it.
Cowboy Brock's great.
Yeah,
Yeah, definitely without Paul Heyman by his side.
yeah, I know.
Although his voice breaks and stuff while he's on camera as well, which is class.
Yeah.
We do. No, I'm sorry. We do have a current tier list which I created as well. We're going to go through as well in a few minutes. So we will talk about each individual superstar on that list as well. So Bummbaah moved Randy Orton from GOAT conversation to GOAT. Jake hates Brock with passion. I like Brock because he transitioned well from UFC to being one of the best UFC fighters to one of the best WWE fighters. He shows that he can do it.
Got that wrong.
Vice versa, wasn't it?
It was WWE to
UFC and then back to WWE. That's what it was.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah,
he started in
that's what it was.
OVW, which was like WWE's developmental at the time.
Mhm.
He was a pro wrestler. He was like a college champion wrestler, though, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Like,
And then he
like-
went to OVW,
Yeah.
killed it there, and became the next big thing.
yeah.
So, Bummbaah moved Randy Orton from GOAT conversation to GOAT. Deli, I'm going to ask you the question next. You've been here since the very start. You're allowed to move one person of your choice from this list up or down a ranking. So any I disagreed with, you're allowed to get revenge, I guess. Because I will screenshot us and put us on Twitter as well then. So don't do me dirty here, Dad. I don't even think Deli's here.
Yeah, I am.
Okay.
Playing WWE, isn't he?
Yeah. Tom, I'll ask you the same question. You're allowed to meet
Well,
one person.
What was the question?
You're allowed to move one person from this list to where you think they should be. If you think I put somewhere wrong, someone in the wrong position, you can move them there. Only one though.
Oh, let me pause.
I think that's a solid list though. I'm quite happy with how this list looked now.
I want to
Yeah.
move Jericho down.
You want to move Jericho into mid card?
Yeah.
Above Big
Ooh.
Show, above Christian, Andre the Giant, $1 Million Man.
Below Big Show.
That's a
And below
con.
Christian.
Below Christian? You think Christian was better than Chris Jericho?
Yeah.
Oh.
I would disagree, but that's your choice. I get that. I used to love Jericho. Dude, there was one which I thought I said to Deli at the start. I wanted to put in, and that was Chris Masters. Not because of his WWE ability, just because of the Master Lock. That was it. Cause I remember going in school when we were all messing about wrestling. No, I would always do the Master Lock, you know.
Fucking hell,
I-
sometimes, so
Yeah, that
Yeah.
what now it's Bobby Lashley's, but
But
yeah.
then it became just a gimmick, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was
I
a
don't-
mid card gimmick of who can get out of the.
Master Lock,
Master Lock.
yeah.
I'd move John Cena up to GOAT because he's the only one to match Ric Flair's championship numbers.
Ric Flair's in solid now, by the way.
Is he?
He's top of solid. It was low good conversation, top of solid. He was-
Okay,
he-
I'll move him. I'd move Ric Flair up to GOAT conversation.
Okay, whereabouts, Tom?
I'd put him next to John Cena either side. I don't mind.
Okay, we'll put on the side. So Cena, Ric Flair, Hardy Boys. I'm not happy with
Happy with
that.
that.
Yeah, I'm saving down on that.